was shocked. It was a whole new like parenting experience. Viral Halara shorts. I'm just gonna get vulnerable here for a second. It can just be like really overwhelming. We're just doing the best we can.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, it's still morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing super duper well. Annie is still down for her morning nap, so I'm gonna put together a little bit of lunch for myself. I think I'm gonna have leftover nacho stuff. I think that's what I'm gonna have. One of our staples that we get from Costco every time we go, if we're out, are their chips, and they last so long. A new item that we picked up last time at Costco are these organic fruit and vegetable Kirkland brand pouches. I freaking love that a new section of like the grocery store or Costco has like opened up. It's the same way if I go to Target, I'm like, I need to check out the baby or the kids section. So freaking fun for me. I know people have like mixed thoughts on pouches in general, or like just different brands of pouches and stuff, but for us, we love them as a quick snack, something to bring on the go. It's also just exhausting trying to keep up with like the best brand of this, and this one has high metals and all that stuff. I've looked it up. It's just, you gotta do your best, basically. It's also like, yeah, we could get the absolute best recommended brand of X, but also at the same time, it's balancing the cost of everything. And that's what we do with ourselves, like Jack and I as adults too. So that's what I'm finding with parenthood. It's like, yeah, I'm sure there is the best option and the safest this and all of that. And it's like, we have to just educate ourselves with the knowledge that we've got and then make a decision that we're comfortable with from there. That's how I feel even keeled about all of that. But we just got back from our 4th of July weekend with our family, and overall it went really well. I think I can definitely harp on, like, not the negative aspects, but like the tougher aspects of uprooting and going somewhere different with our family that has a bunch of people. There was definitely more people than Annie is used to, that she had to be reintroduced to. As a new mom, that is something that we're navigating as well. It's just like kind of living our life and doing things that are tradition and that we really love and we want to like bring her along for. But it also, depending on your kid and their temperament and all of that stuff, can just be like really overwhelming and stressful to think about and just do, and also get excited about, you know? It's so easy to like live out our own days and our own schedule because that is what's most comfortable for us, and it does feel like the easier option to just continue to do that. And when things like 4th of July or long weekends or family vacations like creep up, everything in me is like, I don't want to go. Like, I just want to stay home. I want to stay in my comfort zone. I want to stay like with her in her nursery that she's comfortable with, like sleeping arrangement, that whole thing. But the vast majority of the times, I'm like, no, I'm glad we did that. Specifically, the weekend of the 4th of July, we have our cousins up and their kids, and they've met Annie once now. They come up during Christmas time as well, and usually we go down for Christmas for like a family Christmas party, but it's like hours away. And so I think she was 7 weeks at that point during Christmas, and we were like, nope, not this year. But I was definitely nervous, like I said, with like more people, more commotion. We do our best to do things that have a lot going on so that she can more so get used to and get more comfortable with it versus shy away. Like, I love bringing her to the children's museum, and that's like definitely really loud with a bunch of kids. I love going to the park because especially during the summer, that's really loud with a bunch of kids. And she did so much better than I expected in a house full of, they brought 2 dogs, though there were 2 extra dogs in the house, so 4 dogs total. 4 more humans that she probably did not remember, honestly, at all. And she did so well. I'm so proud of her. Sleeping was great. She did great there. And my parents host an annual 4th of July party for the street, and that one was kind of creeping more towards her bedtime. We wanted to definitely introduce her to some of the people in our lives there. But it was great because Jack could skedaddle back in the house when she got a little overwhelmed, and it was time for her bed anyway at a certain point. So like navigating big social situations with her bedtime, it was a whole new like parenting experience unlocked for sure. But on the flip side, whenever like vacation or going outside, like our usual routines just feels hard, I try to remind myself, like, if we don't do these things, if we don't take the time to celebrate and live outside the seemingly mundane, then like, what are we living and working for? You know, if it's not to enjoy time with loved ones and just stretch outside our bubble a little bit. The highlights of the weekend were for sure watching her with her little cousins. I mean, she's the little cousin now, but watching them like be so interested in her and wanting to like show her things and feed her and help give her a bath, like those made everything, like all of the extra stress of like making sure we pack everything and the road trip up and the road trip back. Like, I would do it all again just to like have that quality time with them and just see how, I don't know, like I can't wait to show Annie these pictures of her with her cousins, just like my mom always shows us pictures of when we were tiny, like with our other cousins. It's just a crazy experience to be experiencing it ourselves as parents now. Just like all makes a little more sense. I don't know, whatever it is, just makes a little more sense. Hope you guys don't mind me eating in your face, but here's the sitch. Today is Sunday. Happy Sunday. We've already done the grocery shopping. We used to both like stay home during her first wake window, like when she first wakes up, because I don't know, for me personally, I just felt like really guilty leaving Jack or just not teaming up when we can during the weekends, because parenting can just get like a little difficult and overwhelming, you know? But then whoever ended up going out and doing grocery shopping while she was napping didn't get to like relax at all during her nap. So now it's definitely like divide and conquer mentality, that's for sure. So the fridge is stocked, and then we teamed up on doing some initial cleaning. I think the only thing that's left is wiping down the bathroom and vacuuming. So we'll do that sometime within her wake windows and nappies. But right now, Jack has been jonesing to go give June, our other car, a car wash. Like a deep, like outside, inside vacuum, like the whole thing. So he's off doing that. And then we decided it's really hot today. I'm like sweating sitting here actually. But when she wakes up, I think we want to go to the East End. We haven't done the East End here in Portland with her. It's got usually food trucks there. There's a little beach, there's lawn, there's a park. So that would be really fun. Before Annie, we would just like use Sunday to really just kind of relax. But especially at this age with her, it's actually more enjoyable to go do something with her because she enjoys it more. And then it's just the memories are so fun. I still think about the first time we like went on a weekend and she enjoyed the swing for the first time with Jack and and like I loved that. So she should be up in a little bit, and then we'll gather our stuff and see what the East End is up to. Hi, my baby.
Guess who's there?
Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright.
Yesterday, I took Annie to her first ever library story time. Oh my God. Like the most wholesome experience I've ever experienced. Ever since gaining the confidence to go places and do things with her, like by myself, I've had libraries on the list from one of your all suggestions. Actually, I just never thought of it because I've just never had a baby before. So all of these things and what the community has to offer are just super new to me. But back when I was looking at it initially, all of the like kid classes or like baby group things were all at 10:30 in the morning. I was struggling so hard to find anything that is not at 10:30 in the morning, and that is always, regardless of like how her wake windows are shaping up now and her naps, like no matter what, it's always when she's either getting ready for a nap or already actively down for her first nap. And I've talked to other parents since then, and with babies like of all ages, and they run into the same thing. 10:30 is just not the vibe. But I opened my email yesterday and they were like, your library this week, and I'm like, let me just check, see like what's going on or whatever. And they, since the summertime, I believe, have opened up a 9:30. I was like, I can make that work. So last minute, which pat myself on the back for doing something like spontaneous and last minute. I was like, girlfriend, we're going to this little group thing. I wasn't sure how she was going to do. I forget if I mentioned this in this vlog, but like it seems like with big parties or crowds, she just hasn't seemed super into it. And as a new mom, I'm just gonna get vulnerable here for a second. I of course internalized that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, haven't socialized her enough, like haven't brought her to enough places. This is what happens. happens when I'm just like keeping her in the house, and it's like, Mac, you do the best you can. And I'm telling you guys this too. We're just doing the best we can between working from home and taking care of her, or even if you're a full-time stay-at-home mom, like we're just doing the best we can. But I just still couldn't help thinking like, oh my gosh, we need to get her like actually used to other kids or other adults and all of this stuff. It was just like a whole spinning thing. But then we show up to this freaking like baby parent circle time class, and Miss Annie Banani is crawling all around the mat, climbing into the instructor's lap, climbing over to other parents, trying to grab other kids' shirts. Like, she is just all freaking about it. It was wild. I was shocked watching her do it. And sometimes she would look back at me, or I would call her over because it was time for like a different activity. She would just look at me and then just continue like going or doing whatever she was gonna do. Like, it was crazy. I was so surprised. Turns out that at these other social gatherings and stuff where she just hasn't vibed, it's probably most likely because everyone's in her face being like, oh my goodness, it's nice to meet you. I am guilty of the same thing with other really adorable babies, but she doesn't like that. She doesn't want anyone paying specifically attention to her. She just wants to go explore and introduce herself to everybody else. That's the vibe she's giving. But they let us pick out a board book to take home, and they have this like cute little, I don't know, summer reading, like early literacy thing. And if you check off a few things that like you do with your baby, like listen to your baby babble and then respond, sing a favorite song to your baby, you get to pick out another free book. Library is just such a cool resource. I loved it. I will be returning. But another thing before I go get Annie Banani from Jack, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning right now. For Mother's Day, my mom gifted me the like certificate, you know, when it's like, oh, do this or pick out this or whatever. She let me pick out a few clothing items because honestly, and this is a whole different segment of another video, but I have just been struggling, and I know I'm not alone in that, with clothes fitting, not fitting, specifically for the summertime, because the stuff that I bought last summer, I had a big old bump. So now anything I bought for that, I'm just swimming in. But I also don't fit my pre-pregnancy clothes, or I do fit them, but they just fit so weird and so different. And I'm like, I just need a full factory reset. So I narrowed down, did a bunch of research on what people are liking, and also just like the whole finding my own style after a baby has just been a whole thing too. So I want to do a comprehensive haul, and we'll get into that. But there are a couple pieces that were more so on the delayed side, and these just came in the mail yesterday, so why not try them all together, you know? I picked up the viral Halara shorts that everyone is talking about. They're incredibly stretchy. They have a built-in set of shorts. They come in like a 2.5 inch inseam, but they just released a 5-inch inseam, and a couple of the other things. Will these be too long? No, I actually think that they might work pretty well. But I have athletic shorts from pre-pregnancy that technically fit, but I'm like, they're just a little short for me right now, you know? So I went with the longer option. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Then another sneak peek of something I got is this top from Free People. It's friggin' awesome. And then these, they're not part of this haul. I picked them up earlier this year because the bra situation has changed immensely. I don't want to be wearing a full-on bra at all. Like, I'm so disinterested in that. And any nipple covers that I've tried previously, like, you can tell, you know, but these are called Cakes, and they're just pretty dang seamless. I want to get the bigger ones because they have more surface area. But anyway, that's not why we're here. Just thought I'd plug those. I'll leave them linked down below because I wear them every single day. I got 2 sizes in the Halara shorts. I got this medium size. I can't tell, I can't see very well in the viewfinder, so I'll have to do a little mirror check, but maybe you can tell me which one you like better as far as fit goes. I will say the medium is hugging my stomach a little bit here, but either way, they're very comfortable. Like, the stretch on these is still like crazy. I picked up a medium and I picked up a large. I would say pre-pregnancy mediums were very consistently good, but I'm finding both in the top and the bottom, it's a hit or miss depending on the brand at this point. So then I did another 5 5" in a large, I believe. Yeah, large. It took a while to kind of get here. I think I ordered these at least 2 weeks ago and they just got here. All right, these are the large. They're definitely a lot more roomy, almost a little bit too large. Like there is gaping here for me. So maybe the medium is the way to go, but I do like this flowiness that this fabric is giving me. You can probably see my black underwear underneath, or maybe not because we've got the short lining. These are key, you guys, because the amount of times I'm like on the ground, like straddled playing with her, or like getting up, getting down, bending over. These are nice. All right, I don't know if I can decide on the fit, but I'm definitely gonna return one and get the option that I like better. I think I might be leaning towards the large because there's nothing more annoying than just like not feeling comfortable in the clothes that you're in, you know, throughout the day. Can't decide, but I do like how these pinks look together. That's for sure.